Dear students, in this lecture we are going to cover the packages in PLSQL, how to create the packages, what is the purpose of packages, and what benefit they provide. So we are going to cover this particular topic of PLSQL. So what is the package? To start with, it is similar to the directory or the folder system in our computers. So as a folder contains different kind of components, like it may contain the subfolders, it may contain the files, etc. In the similar way, packages is a way of grouping the elements in PLSQL environment, where you can group the logically related components like you can combine the different variables, different data structures, and the different cursors, exceptions, subprograms. All these can be combined into a simple package. That is one of the advantage, and in the similar way, it is consisting of two parts. So first part is the specification, another part is the body. So every package has two components. It consists of two parts. One is the specification part, and another one is the body part. And it enables the server to read multiple objects into memory at once. For example, if I want to read some cursor, or I want to read some procedure also. So there is no need to read them separately. If they are combined into a package, they put into a package. So we will read the package at the one time, and every component, every object that is contained into that package, that will be read automatically in a memory. So this will save us the unnecessary input and output commands that may be required if we read all them separately. So this is one of the advantage of packages. Then this is a pictorial diagram of packages. The packages consist of two components. The first component is called the specification part, and another component is called the body part. So we have package specification, and we have a body, package body. And package specification is public in nature, and the body is private in nature. That means whatever the functionality, whatever the component that you want that the outer world, outer program can access, that has to be defined into the specification part. So the component or the procedure or whatever the variable, they are not in the public part, they are not in the specification, they cannot be accessed directly by the outer program. So, for example, in the specification, we can specify about the variables, we can specify about the procedure, function, triggers, cursors. It can be any specification. So, specification part will be the public part. So, whatever we specify in the specification part, only that part will be accessible by the outer program. Similarly, in the body part, we can have the variables. Body part can have their own variables. They can also body part can also define the procedures. Different procedures can be there. But for example, here we declare the procedure B and procedure A both. So we have two procedure, but in the declaration part, in the specification part, we declare only procedure A. So that means this procedure A, this procedure can be accessible from the outer world, but procedure B cannot be accessed directly by the outer program. So procedure B can be accessible by the procedure A because this is in the same package. So procedure A can access the procedure B, but procedure B cannot be accessed directly by the outer program. Outer program can access the procedure A. So they can access these variables also. This variable will also be treated as a private variable. This variable can be accessed by the procedure B as well as procedure A. So this is a global variable for these two packages, but this variable cannot be accessed by the outer program. So this is how it works. We have two parts. One is the specification part, and one is the body part. And one thing you must be clear about that is the specification part can be alone, but package body part cannot We cannot exist without the specification part. Specification part can exist without the body part, but the vice versa is not true. This is how different component can be assessed, because specification part is the public part and package body part is a private part. So whatever the variable we declare here, that will be treated as public variable, and whatever the procedure we declare here, that is also treated as a public procedure. The external code, external program can assess these procedure as well as these variable directly, but this is a private variable. Whatever you declare in the body part, that is a private variable, and this cannot be assessed by the outer program. Now, this private variable is a global variable for procedure B as well as for procedure A. Procedure A or procedure B both can have their own variable, local variable also, and procedure A. So, as this shown in this diagram, procedure A can call procedure B. Procedure A can access this variable also, because these are all in the same package. And procedure A, because it is also in the public area, procedure A can be called by the external code also. And procedure A can also access this variable because it is a public variable. The public variable is accessible to everyone. Private variable is accessible only within that particular package body, and it cannot be accessed from the outer world. Similarly, procedure B. Now, what can assess procedure B? Procedure B can assess this private variable. Procedure B can assess procedure A, and procedure B can call assess the public variable also. So these are the variables that can be assessed by the procedure B only, but procedure B cannot be called from the external code. External code can call only those procedures which are declared in the specification part. So no other procedure can be called by the external code. So this is how, so package specification part define the public area, and the body part define the private area of the program. Now, this is how you will develop a package. Uh, Specification part and body part. There will be two different files. Both can be created using any notepad, any editor like Notepad or Notepad plus plus or Word, or any editor can be used for creating these two files. One file is the specification part. The file, one file will contain the specification part. Another file will contain the body part. Although you can write both the specification and body in the same file, but it is advisable to write them in the separate file. For example, specification part will go into the specification file. The extension of this file will be .sql. Extension of both the file will be .sql. You can write these files separately, and then you can load this file into the Oracle SQL Star Plus, which is a client program for Oracle environment, and you can load these files from your local file system. And when you first time load this file, you will compile, the system will compile and store the program in the database when these files are called first time. And from the database, separate location will be allocated to the specification part and the body part. Two separate files will be created. Although you write, if you write these two files in two component in the same file, still then the Oracle will create two separate locations for specification as well as body parts. So Oracle will separate them. Uh, for when you call it first time, it will create, that means it will compile and store these two separate files into the database, and the subsequent calls will cause the execution of the public component of these package. So whatever the component that are defined publicly, they will be executed. And if there is some error, then you have to edit your source file again, and the whole process will repeat. And if there is no error, then you will get the output of whatever public function that you have called. So this is the overall process scenario that you can use for that will be followed by the system for creating and developing and using a package. Then creating the specification, creating package specification using the syntax. The syntax is very much easy. First of all, you have to use the keyword create or replace, because it is a in the square bracket. This means this is an optional part. You can write it or you can omit it also. Uh, then package is a keyword, then followed by the name of the package. You can give any name followed by the keyword is or as. So this is the or part. Either you have to write is or you have to write as. Don't use both the keywords. You have to use only the single one keyword. Followed by all the public specification or the declaration of the variable, as well as the declaration of the subprogram, cursor, trigger, whatever you want. And finally, you have to write the end keyword also, followed by the semicolon. You can give the package name here, which is again optional because it is square bracket, and semicolon is compulsory. If you omit the semicolon, then it will cause the error. uh, Create will create the new package, and or replace option will drop the and recreate the package specification. If existing name package if the package with the same name already exists in the system, then this command will cause the dropping of the package. It will drop the original package and recreate the package specification again. Then variable declared in the package specification are initialized to by default null value. All the constructs declared in a package specification are visible to the user who are granted privileges on the package. That means they are public in nature. So this is the example of creating a package. So create or replace package customer. So this is the name of the package. Custom cell uh, is this is I am declaring a variable standard commission. Data type is number and it is initialized to the value 0.10, which is basically 10%. Then I have also declared a procedure. The name of procedure is find cell and it will accept one argument. The data type of that argument is number. And here I am completing the package specification. So and custom cell. So this is one specification. You have to write this one into a notepad and save the file as .sql extension. So once this package is created, the specification is created, this means the standard commission is a global variable, or you can say public variable, which can be accessible by outer world also. Similarly, find cell is also a public procedure which can be accessed by the outer world. Similarly, you can create the package body also. For creating the package body, again, you have to use the keyword create or replace. So, or replace means this option allows you to drop the existing package body with the same name and recreate the package body again. So if you have already created a package body with the same name and you try to create a new package body, then the system will not allow you to create because of the existing same name package in the system. So you have to drop it manually and then you can call the create command. Or another option is during create, you can mention the or replace keyword. So create or replace. So it will automatically create the package, or if the package is already existing, then it will replace the existing package. It will drop the existing package and recreate automatically, followed by package keyword and body keyword. So here it is a different from the specification part, that in the body part you have to define the body keyword also, which mention that this is the body part. So system is able to recognize this syntax as a body part, and followed by the package name. You have to use the same package name that you used in the specification part, followed by is or as keyword. Then we have private type data variable declaration, because every variable that you declare in the body part, that will be treated as a private variable. Similarly, you have to define the bodies of the subprogram that you have defined in the specification section, along with all other subprogram that you have not defined in the specification section. So this body part contains the subprograms which are already defined in the specification part, or which are not being defined in the specification part. So both kind of procedure can exist here. And then you have to write the end statement followed by the package name, and semicolon is compulsory here. Don't forget to put the semicolon, otherwise you will get the error. Then this is example, create or replace package body. Now this is important. So I am using the body keyword. The name of the package is same as that you defined in the specification part also. So the package name that you define in the specification part, same name should be used in the body part also. With the body keyword, we are telling the system that this is now the body part of the same specification. And here we declare a procedure. Procedure, the name is same as you have declared in the specification part, and the variable arguments and their data type is also same. Now in this procedure, this is the body of the procedure, and we are defining a variable C salary, customers dot salary percentage type. This means the data type of this variable will be same as that of the salary column of the customer table. And in the begin section, we put the logic of this particular procedure. In the logic part, what we will do, we will select the salary part from the customer table and transfer that salary part into my program variable, which is C cell, and with condition that where ID is equal to customer ID. So this customer ID is transferred from the outer world. It will be this function will accept it as a argument, and this will be passed here. Okay, so based upon this customer ID, the system will select one salary from the system, from the database, and transfer it into the C salary variable. And from the C salary variable, once we get into the program variable, we can process it as our requirement. And here I only just displaying this particular variable value on the monitor using the command dbms output dot put underscore line salary double bar C cell. So whatever the variable C cell get the value from this command, that value will be printed on the monitor. And finally, I am ending the procedure, and finally I am ending the package also. So here the package body ends, here the procedure ends. So finally we have created specification as well as body of the package. Now, how to call this program? To call this program, all the package elements which may include the variable, procedures, or functions, they can be accessed with the simple syntax. The syntax is package name dot operator followed by element name. Element name can be a variable, it can be a procedure, it can be a trigger, it can be a cursor, it can be anything. So package name dot element name. So this is how you will call. Now to call this package, I will create another program. Now this is my third program. In the third program, I declare in the declaration section, I declare a variable code, and the value is initialized by ampersand CCID. So whatever the value, so this will prompt the user to enter the value from the keyboard. So whatever the value entered by the user from the keyboard, that will be transferred to the code variable. And here I am calling the package using the package name custom cell dot operator find cell. So find cell, so whatever the value I transfer from the keyboard, that value is transferred to the find cell function from the argument section. And from the and the find cell, what this function will do, function will get the data from the database and print it on the monitor. So this is how you can call the package from your program. The very simple method is you have to call the package name followed by dot operator followed by the name of the element that you want to call. It can be a variable, it can be a procedure also, it can be a cursor also. So the procedure, so the way of invoking the package program is it is very easy one. The only requirement is that this element must be declared in the specification section so that it can be called from the outer world. So now this is my outer program, and this program is not the part of the package. Now this program can access only those components which are declared in the specification section. If the component is not declared in the specification section, then it cannot be called by the outer program. Now you can also create bodyless packages because sometimes we need only to store the variables and their values, and this kind of action can be done with the help of bodyless packages where only specification part is declared and there is no body part. For example, create or replace package global constant. Now the name of the package is global constant, and I am declaring three four kind of variables. For example, the first variable is mile to kilo, which is a constant variable. Data type is number and the value is 1.6093. Similarly, kilo to mile, again the value is 0.6214. Yard to meter, meter to yard. So I declared four variables now, and which are all are of the constant type. Now I declared four constant which I can use in my program. So to use these in my program, what I can do is in my begin section, I will call dbms.put line 20 miles is equal to, whenever I need to transfer miles to kilometer, I can call this particular package. So the name of the package is global constant. So I call this name of the package followed by the dot operator followed by the variable name mile to kilo. So mile to kilo, it will give me the value 1.6093, which is multiplied by 20. So when it is multiplied by 20, so I will get the value in the kilometer. In the similar way, global constant dot meter to yard. I can again call another component in my another program. So once you declare a global variable, so in these kind of program, there is no need to create the body part. So that means the specification part can exist alone. We call it as a bodiless package, but the specification part, but the body part cannot exist alone. To for body part to exist, we need the specification part also. Now to remove the package. Package can be removed very easily. It is very easy to remove the package. All you need to do is execute the drop command. So you will call drop package name, and it will drop the package as specification as well as the body by simply executing this command drop package followed by the name of the package. And if you want to remove the package body only, then you have to call drop package body followed by package name. Now you have to mention the body part also, that you want to drop the body only and you don't want to drop the specification part. So you can drop the body part also, and you can drop the body as well as specification part also using the simple drop commands. Now these are some of the guidelines for writing the packages. Construct packages for general use. Define the package specification before the body. The package specification should contain only those constructs that you want to be public. Changes to the package specification requires recompilation of each referencing subprogram. So if you change specification, for example, you add new subprogram or you add to update the body of some subprogram, so it will require the recompilation of only those subprogram. The whole package will not recompile. And the package specification should contain as few constructs as possible, because whatever you mention in the package specification, that will be treated as a public component. So all the components which should not be public, they should not be specified in the specification part. They should be specified in the body part. Whatever you want to make private, uh, always specify, always mention that part, write that part into the body part. Now, these are the advantages of using packages. It make the code more modular. It hide the implementation details of the package because all the implementations are in the body part, and the only user can see whatever the part that is visible to the end user, that is the specification part, and the specification part contains only the public component. So the hiding concept will be implemented with the help of packages. Then it improve the application performance also, because there is because all the related components are put into the package, and the package can be loaded into the memory by just single call, and there is no require for different disk input output for the different component of the packages. So this helps to improve the performance. It will take less time for execution because the input output to the disk are reduced by combining all the components into a single package. It also minimize unnecessary recompiling of the code because only if you change the body of the package, Oracle does not recompile the subprogram that use the function because the subprograms are only dependent on the package specification, not the package body. And also managing authorization is easy because all the objects are put into the package, all they are encapsulated into a single package, and you can provide the permission on the package. So whatever the permission on the package, same permission is provided to all the objects in the package, and there is no need to granting the permissions or roles on the each object separately in the package. So this way, it is very easy to manage the authorization of different components for the end user. Now, this is a simple exercise that you can try on your end. So you can try to create a package that is called calculate and define the functions to calculate sum, subtraction, multiply, division. And after creating the specification, you have to create the body of the package also, and then you have to create the program appropriate method to call the different functions that you have created in the package like sum, subtraction, etc. This is how you can create this program. You have to write create or replace package. The name of package can be so calculate. It can be any, but I write it as a calculate. As so first I could declare a function for sum and function for subtract. Similarly, I can declare function for multiply and function for divide also. So sum function will accept two values and return a number. Subtract function also accept two values and return a number. In a similar way, you can define these two functions also. So I create a package which will contain the four functions, two specifications I have already created. Two specifications are left for you people to do yourself. And finally, I end the calculate. Now, I in the second file, I have to create the body also. So create or replace package body, calculate as first I will declare a function A. So function sum, which accepts two numbers and return a number, is C number. It is a local variable of this function. Then in the begin section, I write the simple command C is equal to A plus B followed by semicolon. Semicolon is missing here. Then return C and then end. Similarly, I can define the function subtract also in the similar way, function multiply also. So all these are the functions that are left for you people to do your exercise yourself. And finally, we will complete the body by calling and calculate function. So this package body will contain the four functions. Now I have defined the specification also. I have defined the body also. Finally, how to use this function? I will create another function, another program where I will call this calculate function along with the calculate package along with the function whatever I need, calculate dot sum or calculate dot subtract whatever I need to perform. So finally, coming to end of this particular lecture, what we have covered is that we covered how to create or replace a package specification, how to create or replace a package body, and finally how to delete a package and the specification and body, and how to delete only body. So we have two important commands in SQL, PLSQL to perform to create the packages. Creating package is very simple, and creating body is also very simple. Dropping and you can drop the package by single drop command. Uh, so this is how you can create the packages and combine all the related components into that package. So that is all about this lecture.